Our predictions for the 2024 Australian Grand Prix. Right, let's get into our predictions then, shall we? Have we been getting the spices out this week? Let's find out. Biggest good surprise. I have gone for Esteban Ocon. Yep, from a step up from the, well, quite literal nightmare of Bahrain, I think, for Alpine, to then, okay, Ocon, little 13th, I see you. It's gonna be there. I'm not gonna
Cheeky
say
point.
terms. I'm not gonna say no. I was about to say it, and then I was like, I'm gonna regret it if he finishes 11th. But that I think is still gonna be surprising for Alpine. So I think they're gonna be not great. Don't get me wrong, but fighting for a point.
Biggest good surprise, I've gone for Oscar Piastri. I just feel like he's had a great start to the season. McLaren got a pretty good result there last year, even though they were terrible starting the year, and they're, better this year than they were last year. And yeah, Oscar's driving really well, and I hope for his sake that he does have a good race because, yeah, it'd be fantastic to see at his home track.
Biggest flop. Okay, so I'm 2 from 2 right now. And I've printed out the blueprints. And we're going to continue with the trend. Sergio Perez.
Oh, God's sake.
I am 2 from 2.
This is cheating.
How is it cheating? I'm referencing last year. I've not seen the races this year. However, why not? Why not go for what I went for last year? And I just think Perez, he's had a great start to the year, and it's likely to go wrong at some point. So let's flop it where I flopped it last year and bag myself an easy point.
He did have
fair,
a pretty bad one.
If he finishes any lower than second, that's a flop in my opinion. So,
for God's sake. Yeah, true.
Finding the loopholes.
The loopholes. Left, right and centre. Biggest flop. I've just realised something, but I've gone for Daniel Ricciardo. I hope I'm wrong on this one, but he's not having the best of times at the moment. And the Australian Grand Prix has been a bit of a cursed race for him as well. I want to say that he's never scored a podium there. I know that for a fact. The only time he did and finished in a good second place, he ended up getting disqualified, and he's just had a bad time there, really. So I feel like there is going to be a lot of pressure on him based on how he started the season. I saw there were comments in the Australian media about his start, and a lot of like old school Australian F1 drivers sort of saying that, oh, it's, is he finished and all this? And I hope he proves me wrong. And based on my biggest flop, they normally do quite well. So here we go.
Yeah, podium this year. And he's been around the block enough to be able to deal with Australian old drivers saying he's washed and stuff. I mean, We're back with another predictions video, which means we're also back with our sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Are you struggling to watch certain TV shows or sports due to the country that you're living in? Want to be able to change location at a press of a button to give more entertainment to you? Well, now you can. Don't be geo-restricted from content ever again. I can't think of anything that might be coming up this weekend that you could possibly use these services for. Browsing the internet should also be a safe space for you, just like when you're in your own home. With Surfshark, your privacy is a #1 priority, and so your data is encrypted, meaning you can browse to your heart's content and are safe from any pesky onlookers. Secure your privacy with Surfshark. Enter coupon code P1 for an extra 3 months free at surfshark.deals/P1. Pole position. I've properly gone into the depths of my brain right now, which isn't very deep. I am going for Max Verstappen. So I've finally unlocked. Yeah, I've unlocked some IQ here, and gone. Why are you throwing away points just for banter here? Tommy's just racking up little points here and there. I'm going for wild little pole position. And this is when Charles Leclerc does get pole, and I'll be then crying in the post-race podcast that the one time I didn't go for him, he got pole. But no, Max is getting pole, and because Max is very good at doing Grand Prix racing.
It's so funny. It's so funny when we have to explain why with Max Verstappen. We're like, why have you gone for first? Why have you gone for pole position? Why have you gone for world champion? Have you watched Formula One? Pole position, I've also gone for Max Verstappen. Yeah, I just see this one being a clear pole for Max. Charles Leclerc obviously has done very good in qualifying. Ferrari are looking very good this year, but I just not seeing it. I think, it's funny that we've gone for Max. It seems quite boring, but I think that's the first time you've predicted Max this year. So
it is. Okay, interesting. A couple of Maxes for pole. What about our top three? In third position, I have gone for Carlos Sainz. He's going to come back, fire in his belly. And Carlos, after seeing Ollie Behrman in his seat, is going to be like, absolutely not. Get away from that. I've got at least this year. No, I've got at most this year, sorry, to go. And I'm going to enjoy every single weekend from here on in that Ferrari. And he's going to get a podium and everyone's going to mark it amazing because he's come back from surgery to stick it on the podium.
So my P3, I have gone all in and gone Oscar Piastri for a podium in the Australian Grand Prix. It'd be a massive story, actually, because I want to say, off the top of my head, I don't think Mark Webber got a podium, so I don't think an Australian has got a podium in Australia for... I'm pretty sure Mark Webber hadn't been on the podium either. I'm sure he had a pretty bad time at the Australian Grand Prix. I could be completely wrong, and he's won like 6 races there, but I want to say that he didn't get podiums. I think he'd be the first Australian podium finisher in a long, long time.
Yeah, I'm seeing Mark Webber on the podium at the 2002 F1 Australian Grand Prix.
Well, technically that was not a podium because no, he so that was Minardi when he basically finished 5th, and it was such a good result for Minardi. They were like, get him on the podium for a bit celebration.
Okay. Look, that's the encyclopedic knowledge that we absolutely love from you. That's fair. Okay, cool. All right. In which case, no, I don't think he did get a podium. So well done.
So yeah, I don't think it would have been years then. Probably, yeah. Like I guess probably Jack Brabhams or something. So it'd be an amazing story if he does it. What a story it would be if he did.
Are you envisaging? Is this chaos or a McLaren legitimate?
No, just McLaren
pacey...
just being good,
okay.
And I hope it's true. I mean, I'd love a bit of chaos as well. Sign me up for a bit of chaos.
Please, and anything, because otherwise it's going to be a Twitch watch along. It's going to be one of those Twitch streams where it's just a sleeping stream.
Yeah.
Right, in second place, I have gone for Charles Leclerc. Because that is first place in a lot of people's eyes. So he is technically going to get a win in second place. Don't ask me how, but he's going to have a great... Ferrari is still, in my opinion, the second fastest car. And I think both Ferrari drivers will outperform Sergio Perez this weekend.
I do not, because I've gone P2 Sergio Perez. I think he's going to continue his good start to the season. And I'm saying this despite the fact that you've predicted him biggest flop, so has absolutely no hope.
Surprised you haven't changed it, to be fair.
So fingers crossed, Sergio Perez keeps having his good start to the season that he has had. Okay.
Fingers crossed for your prediction, or fingers crossed for Formula One that Perez has?
I don't really know. It's probably I don't think it's really fingers crossed for a Red Bull 1-2. Let's be honest, is it?
No,
it's
many
really people
not.
Are hoping for that one.
Okay, cool. And in first position, here we go. Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. Of course, Max Verstappen. Can we just insert reasonings from previous predictions videos and just like copy and paste it? Because Max Verstappen is going to probably win 31 races in a row by the end of this year. Can we just...
It's like on Twitch when you can do a command that just explains a reason, like exclamation mark why Max, yeah. And then it just says because. like we said earlier, have you seen Formula One?
Yeah, I mean, I pray in all of my heart that Charles Leclerc wins the Australian Grand Prix. It will take me back to 2022, where at the end of that, God, I was so cocky. 34 points clear in the World Championship. Charles Leclerc led the World Championship. And that wasn't even to bloody Max Verstappen. That was to blooming George Russell.
And now we're here with P1, Max Verstappen as well. Again, reasons why. It'd be 10 in a row, wouldn't it?
Yes.
You can't win every race. We've not said that this year.
Yeah, we're starting it now. We're
I know, but I just
win
because
every
he
race.
can't, right? But
Surely not. But
he
I just don't
kind
think
of
Australia's
is.
one that.
He kind of is, and Australia is one that could be a bit chaotic. I saw an absolutely bonkers stat that in the last 25 races, Max Verstappen has won the same number of races as Kimi Raikkonen's entire career. That is absolutely ridiculous.
And let's move to our one crazy prediction. So this is interesting because it kind of counteracts a little bit of what you've predicted, Tommy, because my crazy prediction is that all the Aussies won't do well. So that is Piastri, Ricciardo and Bottas will all not do well this weekend. It will be up for discussion as to what well is, but I am obviously going along with the Bottas joke of, was it Australian GP putting up an ad with Bottas in it?
Everyone remember that he's locked it in now. So when Piastri and Ricciardo retire and Bottas
wins the race,
then it doesn't count. You don't get your point.
No, I'll get 2/3 of the point.
You'll be claiming he's not actually Australian then.
Yeah.
Like, no, it was a joke.
It was a joke. Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, for disclaimer, it was a joke unless unless it comes in, it was a joke. What's yours, Tommy?
Mine is that Alex Albon makes Q3. Something a bit different. Little Albon masterclass. It's been a while since he's kind of done something. So yeah, why not?
Okay, interesting. Let's now go to 3 crazy predictions from you wonderful lot. First comes in from Slosh4000. There will be contact between Yuki and Danny.
Ooh, that would be spicy.
That would pop off. I love a little Yuki team radio. Frowning Freeman, Lando Podium. Okay, so we got a different McLaren on the podium from Frowning Freeman and Lando. And finally, Rodaf 1899, Max DNF. I feel like that has come in at least 3 or 4 times over the last year, and not once has it actually come in. So look, we'll keep going until it does. And thank you, Rodaf, for putting that into the atmosphere, and maybe we'll just see an interesting race. But maybe Max will be off the pace and we'll all have a lovely little ding dong 6-way fight for the win, and Alonso down the inside takes the victory in the final corner or something. That is it. Thank you everybody for watching and listening. We appreciate you. We'll be live on Twitch for qualifying and the race. Yes. So please come and join us. Matt, P1, Tommy, set your alarms if you're in Europe, please. Please come and join us. We will make it worth your while. And of course, all the content you are used to seeing. Also, P1 live show tickets are still available. So please go and get those if you haven't already. Links are all over our social media, and we will see you very soon. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.